Hi, and warm welcome to another Quantum Astrology report with me, Eva Kristoffersson, and our company Soul Warrior Energy from SW Eden, Sweden. This is about the nodes changing sign, the 6th of November. The North Node going into Cancer and the South Node going into Capricorn. I also want to announce our new website, also in English. It's www.english.soulwarrior.se. You can see in this description below that address. So for the nodes change sign very slowly, around 1.5 years. So the nodes now will be in Cancer Capricorn from the 6th of November 2018 to the 4th of June 2020. So a long period with Capricorn Cancer, and then we will have Sagittarius Gemini. That's great. So for this, nodes changing sign, and also Uranus will change sign only 1 hour after the nodes. Uranus will go from Taurus back into Aries a short while, retrograde, and then coming back into Taurus. I want to draw a rune for these changes, the 6th of November, and we have 11-11-11 coming up also. And a new moon before that also. It's so much. So the rune for the nodes changing sign. This one is Naudich. That's trouble and to not have enough. That's the old matrix. That's the one we leave now. And it's still a lot of purging for many and for us to leave, but it's so much more hope and light and love. So keep doing the work to free yourself. Trust yourself. You are powerful. Otherwise you wouldn't be here in this time. And all is an internal. So now this despair, lack, trouble, it's programmed to be here, but it's not real. You can lift that off, being conscious, and for example by using astrology as to know yourself more. It's supreme self-knowledge, astrology, to give that self-knowledge. And then I want to draw a quantum tarot card, 80 cards, mix of tarot and quantum physics. And this one is 2 of swords, 2 of swords. And 2, it's the moon, the feminine number, and sword is cutting through the old matrix, giving us the new. And 2 of swords, dark matter, describing that you are stalemate when you're not seeing the whole picture. How are you being blinkered? How are you being blinkered? So important for yourself, build your own truth, create. I am what I am, the areas, the start, the fire. And to build your own truth. and to not rely on anyone else than yourself first and foremost, because it's an individual reality and you build it from within, and we are so much used and blinkered by this old matrix, this old programming that we need to free ourselves from, to be able to fully stand in the light and to be able to fully mirror that vibration back. So, but we are doing it. Trust. It's on its way in big scale. So, the energies for, first I want to show 1 hour before the nodes change sign. We have both the nodes here, 0 degrees Aquarius and Leo, and Uranus, 0 degrees of Taurus. 3 points in 0 degrees. And we have this grand cross with this big square that has been going on and is going on for a while. And it's in fixed signs, has been. Taurus is fixed, Aquarius, Leo is fixed, and Scorpio is fixed. So it has been to also change Uranus here, really forcing us to change those patterns that we are rigid, very fixed in our thinking, in our way to be more flexible. We need some structure to be here on Earth. Saturn in Capricorn, the spiritual integrity. But we have been used to build up patterns that we repeat, that we now heal with the wounded healer, Chiron in Pisces, especially around religion and spirituality. For this moment, when the nodes go into Cancer, here, it's the 6th of November, 7:10 p.m. here in Europe, Central European time. North node into Cancer, South node into Capricorn. And for this, we have the ascendant at Sirius, the fixed star Sirius, helping us. And I have my South node here. I'm an ascended master from Sirius, and it's time for me to step into that shoes even more. We also have Venus here, still in opposition to Uranus, and in this grand cross here with Demeter, Mother Earth. And Venus is at Itzar. The fixed star is Itzar in Buddhist Arcturian region, but also occupied by the dark reptiles and dragons. So it's healing going on. We have Mercury, Taut, coming up to Antares, in connection now with Antares at this moment, just about to connect and connecting. Antares, the dimensional portal in opposition to Aldebaran, the illumination, the royal fixed star Antares. And we have Jupiter in connection with Centaurians and in a close opposition to Pleiades. And we have Pluto at M57, the Lyra constellation here, the origin of humanity. So for this coming 1.5 years, the starseed evolution will continue. With the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Centaurians, the Antares Aldebaran, with the Lyrans, etc. And of course, Uranus is in contact with Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda Galaxy is at 28 degrees of Aries. And that's the closest galaxy. It's very far away in three-dimensional distance. But many souls here have come here from Andromeda Galaxy. Many of my starseed, I've done some statistics about my customers now, so I can see a little more of the statistics. And it's around 50-60% of my customers that are from Andromeda origin. That's a lot. Of course, they are drawn to me and us. And Andromeda, it's very intelligent, very highly evolved, here to help us, here with the very leadership in this ascension. And Uranus, of course, the giant, the overtone of Mercury, rebel, changing these strict old patterns, the old matrix, and now going into Aries. So the Earth will have a little rest period, but perhaps the fiery Aries will make the Earth has now built up so much energy from an Earth that's Taurus. It's ruled by Earth and Venus. And Venus is in opposition here. For this year, 1.5 years, it's so much to speak about in this. I recognize 4 God figure of gods, yods, but I can't take everything. I can take, for me, the most important finger of God here, and it's this one, Venus and Demeter, another Mother Earth, in the home, 4th house, to Chiron in the 9th house, the knowledge of our wound, of our spiritual wound, to learn more and to heal ourselves. Chiron's really important in this chart for this 1.5 year coming up now. And down to Isis and Osiris in Leo in the 2nd house, our worth, value, beauty, and the marriage between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, Isis and Osiris, that was together with Thoth in Egypt, for example. So this is to heal the proud, the Leo, the divine, the awareness inside us, to be really aware of the divine feminine and divine masculine, and to get them in balance, and to heal this with love and care, and to lift up divine feminine Venus energy here in Libra, and together with Mother Earth in our home. And our home, that's Mother Earth. And our home, Moon, is also here. And for this, all this period, North Node in Cancer. North Node is the emotional, collective purpose, what we are heading for. And we are now heading for the Cancer, the nurturing Cancer, embracing the mother, our earth, to come in contact with that, with love and care, and to leave the old matrix. And Moon rules this, and Moon is here in Scorpio in this chart at this point when Venus and Sun were met just some week ago here, a week ago, 3 degrees of Scorpio. Cancer is the first water sign. It's for me the home. The seed is the fire, it's the start, it's the Aries, the quantum I am. Then come Taurus, the fixed earth, nurturing, caring about the seed. Then come Gemini, the area, the air, the flexible air, and also the oxygen we breathe. And then come Cancer, the first sign where all 4 elements are together. And then with the ether, with the Aquarian and Pisces energy. And Cancer, the water, it's the flow, the love, the contact with the source. And for people who in the old system, it's very hard to understand the water. In my experience, it's very sensitive, it's very caring, loving, We have had this cut here between Capricorn and Cancer, deliberately programmed a cut here between this symbols, because we need those two in balance. And the old system, the patriarchy, has suppressed Cancer so much. And that's, you can see in the shell of the Cancer, no one can be that as hard as a hurt Cancer person that is not evolved. It's very, the patriarchy has fixed the system, program us inside us to, it's with karma also. I just reflect about what has been happening. I hope you can see the knowledge in this, my message, because this can be difficult for some of you to listen to. There has been a cut here and a program, and the suppression, those has played a role in this dark play to see how was the experiment going, and it wasn't going very well. And the programming was deliberately transferred between generations by the mothers because of this cut, because of this Cancer shell. And for example, the child when born was not in the Western society taken to the mother, it was taken away from the mother directly with this terrible. And also children at very young age were left to sleep alone, to cry alone. And my daughter now told me that only around 10 countries now, today, have a law against child abuse, against to hurt children. Only 10 countries in this world. Of course, you shouldn't hit children. Of course, you should just leave them to be in their own path, and to take care of them, and to nurture them, and to love them. Yeah. It's difficult for me also to speak about this, because it's all this memories we have, and we have to recognize them, because this has been a serious business. How this old patriarchy has been transferred to the next generation, and to the next generation, and to the next generation. All these abuses and violence against children is terrible. And now it's our time to change this, to open up this channel between Cancer and Capricorn, because we need Capricorn also. We need to manifest here on Earth. So we have an open flow between the caring, nurturing, motherly Cancer ruled by Moon, and the Capricorn, the Saturn, our three-dimensional reality, our 10th house. And the 10th house, guess who's there at this moment? Uranus, of course. Yeah. Thank you, Uranus. And we have a big trine, for example, here, Uranus, Isis, Osiris, and now it was just a trine. But we have big trines also here in this chart. Chiron, Jupiter, and the North Node, for example. But this axis, Cancer-Capricorn axis, we are opening it now. We are healing it with Chiron here, with the source, with our divine masculine and divine feminine, now in a trine here for this year. An easy flowing energy for all this year, we have a supreme opportunity to get this balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine, and it's inside us first and foremost. And the whole society is going in this direction, from Capricorn to Cancer, because the Pluto polarity south node is at 20 degrees of Cancer, of Capricorn, and the Pluto polarity north node is at 20 degrees of Cancer. And here in the end of Capricorn, Pluto and Saturn will meet at 2020 there, and Jupiter will join also the party, and other planet, the more personal, quicker planet will join the party there. So much will happen, and so much is happening. We are creating the new world. And I want to read the degree because it's very interesting. For 29, that's 30 then. We start with the South Node, our origin in Aquarius. With a big celebration, the Pope has receiving a celebration in his palace, the Vatican. That's what origin, what we are leaving. And according to Alun Ash, the Pope and the Vatican has lost its power now. And there has been a connection between time and money and the Vaticans. We just was in the hamster wheel in the old matrix. And now, what are we heading for? We're heading for this. Cancer, 30 is between over 29, between 29 and 30. That's 30 in this Sabian symbol. So here, a daughter of the American Revolution is proudly up in the speaker corner of a female society meeting. Yeah, the Sabian symbol. And there will be so much happening, so much prediction about the American Revolution and USA happening from this period. So we'll see what's happening. Yeah. North node into Cancer, nurturing, loving, feminine Cancer, cardinal sign. South node into Capricorn, the cardinal earth, our reality that we now are changing to a crystal clear and emotional open reality. Thank you for listening, and bye-bye.